Today on the channel, it's January 26, 2024 with Hotel Mattel WWE Reveals.
From a hotel right here in
Beautiful Los Angeles, California.
Wow.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel, coming at you from a hotel in Los Angeles, California, on the road this week, doing all kinds of fun and crazy stuff. But today I figured, hey, Mattel's doing some reveals on Instagram and in partnership with Ringside Collectibles. Of course, discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. They announced some few things, some stuff we knew that was coming, but then we got the pretty promotional images. Always a fun time. Figured we'd run through some wrestling news right here in the old hotel. We're going to do it hotel style here today. And let's kick it off. Of course, got good friend of the channel, Jeff George, bumming around the hotel room as well, so he might interfere a couple of times along the way. We'll see what ends up happening, and we might have a musical interlude right now here, a free performance. Oh, that's it. That's all you need. Just give him a little taste. A little taste. That's all we need. But we're going to dive in here. We're going to start with Elite Series 108. Elite 108 obviously comes after Elite 107, which we've just talked about recently here on the channel. But 108 is going to be an interesting one. We're going to kick it off. Ladies first, of course, as we always do. Chelsea Green, regular and Chase edition here. Looks really good. Chelsea Green's first Elite figure, and very interesting note, her basic figure from a year ago, what is time or so, was also a Chase edition. So 2 Chases for old Chelsea. Comes with a hat, that's always cool, but it does interesting, she does have her big skirt going on there. And that skirt, of course, very reminiscent that we got from the Target exclusive Becky Lynch earlier in 2023. So a little reuse with kindness on that one there. We also saw an interesting one in LA Knight, one a lot of people are looking for. Everybody's excited about an LA Knight Elite figure. We're getting him here in 108. Very interesting, though, the first images that came out of that, it looked like it was an Ultimate Edition. The ab crunch wasn't there. I don't know what was going on with that, but the final promo images we saw here from Mattel is the corrected one. It is the Elite. Have to imagine that's going to be a big seller. We know his basic's been flying off the shelf, and the Chase basic. I think this one will continue that. Bronson Reed, a very easy continuation into the line. We got him before he was released. Now he's back in the line. We're getting him in a very simple repaint here, but very cool. I love a big wrestler. You guys know that. And this one looks really good with his, I guess, jacket. I was going to say cape, but it's not cape. It's a jacket. He's got a jacket with that one. We got Omos returning to the line. It's one of those guys, like, how much can you do with an Omos? We've had 2 basics from him, a prior Elite, but this is the WrestleMania Elite version here. This could be a last time in the line. We'll see what happens. He's been pretty non-existent on TV as of late, but it does look really good with his kind of headpiece and all that. We did see Brock Lesnar, vested Cowboy Brock Lesnar, we'll call this one. I know some people have made the comment, boy, this is the vest we would like to see on Scott Hall. I guess you can flip them back and forth. I don't know if either of them are right for that Scott Hall Monday Night Wars figure. But this is a good-looking Brock here. Brock, a guy in a lot of controversy right now, as Eagle Eye wrestling fans know. But he does come with a cowboy hat, which is always good. You never want to go full cowboy unless you do, of course, as we know as well. But the one I am very excited about for this set here, and it's going to be the sleeper of the set and the best of the set. For me, it's going to be the best, but a lot of people, I think, there's going to be a sleeper hit right here. It is Terry Gordy. It is a 2-in-1 figure with his Executioner gimmick. So if you want the Executioner back from his brief run in the WWE, you can do that, or you can have just an old school classic Terry Bam Bam Gordy, which I am here for. We're building out that Freebirds team. We're building out some great tag team wrestling. Give me a Dr. Death Steve Williams to pair with that one. Oh, that would be a great one for me. But I love Elite 108. I'm very excited. Have to imagine this set's just around the corner here. We're getting these pretty promo images. Probably in the next 2-3 weeks, Ringside Collectibles will be shipping those one out. So be ready for that. I'm very, very excited there. A little Legends news, of course, Target WWE Legends Series. We know all about that. The year of Hulkamania over there at Target, it seems like. Target Legends Series 22 up for pre-order right now. So if you're after these, head over there. Of course, Muhammad Ali, his first Elite. We'll be interested to see how that one goes at retail. We got the Sultan, one that really is needed in the collection. I'm here for that. We got Captain Lou Albano. Call up the hotline. Talk to Captain Lou whenever you want. But very cool to get a first-time Elite of Captain Lou. Can't be the last Captain Lou figure we're going to get. Of course, we did get the Superstars about a year ago, and not even a year ago. I guess hitting stores right now. I guess we got it last year in 2023. Captain Lou coming in hot. And then, of course, a guy, like we said, no stranger to any toy line out there, is Hulk Hogan ×2 with the Chase Edition here. They call it the Ichiban Hulk Hogan. So very excited. Legends 22 pre-order up right now at Target. Get there. And speaking of Target, speaking of pre-orders, how about Yokozuna WWE Ultimate Edition? And you got the regular and Chase, so you better order two. You can always take one back. We do get Yokozuna in the red. The Chase will be the white one. Going to be really interesting how this Yokozuna goes. Not terribly different than his Elites, but we'll see. We'll compare them. We'll do all that kind of stuff, but that pre-order is up as well. So if you're looking for that, head on over to Target for the Legends and that Ultimate Yokozuna. And we're not done talking Ultimate figures. Rey Mysterio, Junior variety, of course. We did finally see pictures of his fan takeover. That is up on Amazon or coming to Amazon. Some people have been able to pre-order it. I think some are going to have to wait on that. We're getting a very cool, interesting towel accessory. Everybody loves a towel accessory, but I really love the mask where it looks like he's peeling the mask off. Always thought that was a cool look when we saw that. I think San Diego Comic-Con last year, but a very good-looking figure. But it is Rey Mysterio. It's a guy we've had a lot of, and this doesn't feel terribly different than some of his Elites. Just a couple extra bells and whistles for it, so you got to choose your own adventure on that Rey Mysterio figure. And then we did see ones that were announced a while back. Well, we finally saw some promo images. It is the Ultimate Edition Greatest Hits, and we got Charlotte Flair. A lot of people missed out on that one as it was a ringside exclusive way back when the Ultimate line was kind of on its deathbed for a little bit. So a lot of people are going to be excited for that one. And then the Hulk Hogan one is going to be really good as we needed an updated version of this Hulk Hogan. I like that they re-released it. Got the correct hot dog's skin tone color going with that one. You got all the other accessories, pinless joints, all that going on. So really good and fitting once again with that 40 years of Hulkamania and all these releases we're getting around Hulkamania and all the 40 years. So that one coming to the line. Then we dived into a few basics here. Very interesting, 145. We finally saw promotional images when Ringside already sent these out a couple of weeks ago. People even have these in hand. Obviously have not hit the stores yet. But we did see Sami Zayn with his WrestleMania 23 shirt. I feel like I have to get that one because I was at the event. We'll see. Play a little long game on that one. I'll get it for retail price. We got Kane. Kane, a guy that's no stranger to the line, of course. Tiffany Stratton, one of the NXT performers, former NXT heavyweight champion in the female variety, of course. Her first time in the line. And speaking of first time in the lines, Ludwig Kaiser going to be in there as well. Regular and Chase edition, so choose your own Imperium adventure. And speaking of Imperium, Gunther in that set as well in 145. But we also saw 146 again today. Shayna Baszler returns to the line. A little face paint never hurt anybody. She's got some face paint going there. If you're getting Ludwig Kaiser, you're getting Gunther, well, you need Giovanni Vinci. He is in the Series 146. Roman Reigns, probably the biggest pass out of all these figures here. We've got so many Romans, we don't need another basic one. We've already got Elites and Ultimates and everything else. I think that's going to be one for the kids out there. Kevin Owens, I'm excited about that one because it matches that Sami Zayn, so I feel like I have to get those two. We'll see how that one goes. And then Bret Hitman Hart is going to be the regular and Chase edition here in 146. I like that we're getting more legends in the basic variety, and that's going to continue on through 2024. I still got to pick up those last couple of Ultimate Warriors. That's high on my to-do list, as most would imagine. We saw Superstars Wave 9. So Wave 8, a lot of people still struggling to find. I still haven't seen them in retail yet. But Wave 9 is going to be Kane, British Bulldog, and Muhammad Ali. So we finally saw pictures of all these, the pretty promo shots. I believe Kane and Bulldog we did see at San Diego Comic-Con in 2023. Now we're finally officially getting released here. Supposedly springtime. We'll see. Out of all the lines Mattel makes, this is the most frustrating line for me and for collectors. Very difficult to find at retail. It is not an easy task trying to track these figures down. You gotta go to the Walmarts of the world, the eBays of the world, pay extra. Not fun. We just want to go to Walmart and get these. I understand a little bit of a chase, but these have been extremely difficult. So hopefully these will not continue that tradition, but more than likely they will continue that tradition. And I guess I should dial back to first thing we saw earlier this week was Mattel Basics, and this line was canceled, but apparently it is back. It is going to be the WrestleMania Basics series, but it's a pretty easily passable one outside of one for me, but it is Seth Rollins, it is Batista, two guys, no strangers to the Basics line. New articulation, of course, so there's just a little bit of bells and whistles, but Muhammad Ali as a referee, and a lot of people scratched their head, myself included, when this was originally announced, saying, why are we getting a Muhammad Ali referee when we just got a San Diego Comic-Con one? Well, as we know, they're going to get the most out of their molds on Muhammad Ali. We're not done talking Muhammad Ali here in this very video, as he has been in pretty much every single WWE line over the last year. They're going to get everything much like they did with Mr. T from the last couple of years. So more Muhammad Ali's to coming, but if you want a basic referee version, you got one here coming in that WrestleMania basic. That's the only one I'm going to pick up of that set. And then speaking of Muhammad Ali, once again, we do have the Retro 4-pack. February 1st is when this pre-order will go up. It will be on Mattel Creations, and my guess, Mattel Creations has been doing this lately, is you order it, and it comes in 2 weeks or so. Instead of the long, drawn-out process, it's you order, it ships. I think a lot of us like that. I'm here for that. We're here for it all day long. So we do got the 4-pack. It is Hulk Hogan, once again, the year of the Hulkster. Muhammad Ali, once again, in his referee attire. We got Wendy Richter, the first Mattel Retro female figure, which is going to be interesting to see how that looks. And it actually looks like a pretty good figure. And the one I'm most excited about is Big John Studd. I always love Big John Studd. I love big guys. I love Johns. I love studs. It really plays all the hits for me. For me, at the end of the day, I'm just a big fan of Big John Studd. But that is coming in that 4-pack. It's going to be a great Retro 4-pack. I'm here for that. February 1st, once again, for that set. And then another one to make a lot of collectors happy, and I think the cool thing about this is we're living in a retro world. It's a crazy world we're living in these days, and retro's madness. We know the Hastel toys, we know the Zombie Sailors, we know the Epic toys, we know the Rush collectibles, and of course Mattel. Now we got another ring out there. The old ring that was released 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. What is time? I'm not exactly sure. That has been very hard and challenging to find for people now all these years later. Now we get that same ring re-released but repainted with 2 different sticker sets. So really a 2-in-1 ring, if that is your thing. $25, which seems like an absolute steal. I don't know. I think the old ring was maybe $19.99, so 5 years later, $5 increase. Man, I think that feels pretty good. At least it does to me. So $25, order that at the same time as your retros. Maybe you don't even collect Mattel retros. Maybe you're only a Zombie Sailor guy. Well, guess what? This ring's going to work for those. I think that is a very smart move on Mattel. They see, of course, they're not blind to these things. They see all these other companies making these things. Hey, we're going to put a ring out there, and maybe you don't like our retros, but you'll like our ring. So I think that will sell very well. That's going to be a big day on February 1st. So not the biggest day of reveals, not a lot of super exciting news. Seeing Terry Gordy in his Executioner outfit like that in the 2-in-1, I thought that was pretty cool. The Chelsea Green with her full-on skirt and hat looked really good. Some surprises with maybe some of the Rey Mysterio stuff, the shirt on there, the soft goods shirt. But all in all, nothing that really set the world on fire, but it is cool to see here's what we got coming up in the next couple of months. I would fully expect Mattel to do a full-on video probably in February. I think they took this month off. That's why we saw these images. But we'll probably see more from them in February, but it could be a little die down a little bit in February. They're going to save a ton of stuff for March. Is it March WrestleMania? I think it is March. Could be early April. You know, what is time? What is days? What is months? I don't know. But it is coming soon, and they're going to save a lot of stuff to do a ton of reveals at, of course, WrestleMania. So we'll have to stay tuned to that as well. So there it is. That's the Mattel reveals for January 26th. Coming at you from Los Angeles, from the hotel. More content from Los Angeles coming. Stay tuned for all that. Of course, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the Mattel reveals. Anything that tripped your trigger, anything you had to have out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon. Patreon, best place to get early access to both YouTube channels, videos, bonus content, Q&As. Doing a Q&A here shortly from a hotel, so stay tuned for that as well. But check out the Patreon if that is your thing. And of course, don't forget ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and Instagram. So for Mattel Reveals from Los Angeles, I'm Kyle. That's the musician Jeff over there. And I'll see you guys all real soon.